If you're running a home lab, chances are you're probably already using something like Nginx Proxy Manager and DNS to easily access and manage your apps. It looks clean, it works great, but chances are your apps are probably still completely exposed to the internet without you even realizing. And most of those tutorials stop right there. In one of my last videos, I showed you how to set up Nginx Proxy Manager and DNS. So if you need help with that, I'll link it down in the description below. But in this video, we're gonna take it one step further and actually lock things down using Tailscale and access control lists. So your apps only work when you're connected to your home network or your VPN. Let's go ahead and fix that. Jumping on into it, I'm starting on my proxy VM, which already runs NPM. Like I said, if you need help setting this up, it'll be linked down below. We'll be installing Tailscale, which opens up a secure encrypted tunnel into our home network without exposing any ports. So first we'll run the command curl-fssl and then https://tailscale.com/install.sh and pipe it to an SH. This will go ahead and install the Ubuntu Tailscale module for us. Once it's installed, we'll bring the node online and authenticate it using sudo tailscale up. Go ahead and copy this link, and then switch on over to your browser. Go ahead and sign in with the provider of your choosing. I'm gonna use my Microsoft MFA just for simplicity's sake. Now we can go ahead and connect our proxy VM to our Tailnet. Remember, our proxy VM is where we're hosting our Tailscale command center. Go ahead and fill out this info however you'd like. And now we can head on over to whatever end device we want to install the client. Let's head on over to my laptop. Now that we're over on my laptop, we're gonna go ahead and install the Tailscale client. So head on over to the Tailscale website and head on over to the download page. I'm gonna select Windows here, but choose whichever download is appropriate for the device you're running. The install is pretty straightforward, so just go ahead and follow the install module and you should be good to go. Go ahead and select Get Started. It's going to ask you to sign into your network, and we'll go ahead and use our same Microsoft account. And just like that, our device is connected back to our home network. Take a look right here. We have our proxy VM, and then we have our MSI laptop right next to it. We can check out our IP addresses that are associated to it with the VPN, and we can even go as far as seeing the version of the operating system our devices are running. Switching on over back to our host machine here, we can see the main node and then our MSI laptop pinging off of it. At this point, nothing about access has actually changed for any of our Homelab sites. This just gives me secure access into our network. Nginx Proxy Manager is still doing what it always does, routing traffic. To access internal services behind the proxy, I'll enable subnet routing on the proxy VM. This tells Tailscale that this node can route traffic to my internal LAN. Go ahead and enable subnet routing on the proxy VM using sudo tailscale up --advertise -routes equals 10.10.10.0. But make sure to put in the subnet that your system's running on. Now I need to enable subnet routing on the proxy VM. Head back on over to your Tailscale dashboard and go to the right and select Edit Route Settings. We're going to select the newest route that we just created. Now you can see our subnets notification has changed to this machine advertises subnet routes. And going back here to double check, as you can see, we're all good to go. Now, quickly flipping back over here to my laptop, I want to show you guys that we can still connect to my internal services without being connected to the VPN and with being connected outside of my home network. As you can see, my Uptime Kuma instance is still set up to be publicly accessible, and I'm connected to my phone's hotspot, which is on a complete separate network. Take a look down below. You can also see that Tailscale is no longer running. Heading up to the top of my browser, we can go on over to my Uptime Kuma instance and connect just fine, which we don't want. This means that anyone can access your services. Now, this is where the magic happens. We're going to head back over to Nginx Proxy Manager and create an access control list. But what exactly is an access control list? An access control list is a set of rules that determines who's allowed to access things and who isn't. In the case of Nginx Proxy Manager, an ACL can restrict access so that devices only on your specific Tailscale network or Homelab network can access that specific service. Everybody else gets blocked automatically. Think of it like a super private party. You'll have security at the door with a specific list that'll tell them who to let in and who to keep out. The ACL is basically just the security guard checking the rules whenever someone tries to get in, which is the guest list. If you don't match the specific information on that list, you're not getting through. So in Nginx Proxy Manager, head on over to the Access Lists tab. We'll go ahead and select Add Access List and start by giving it a name. For now, let's just name it Tailscale Network. And we want to make sure we turn on Satisfy Any, which basically means if a request matches any one of the rules we define here, it's allowed through, instead of needing to match all of them. You can add additional authorization here if you'd like, so you essentially just add a username and password so that when you connect to the website or whatever service from outside of your home network and through the VPN, it'll ask you for these additional credentials upon login. We'll go ahead and set up the rules, so we'll just set it to allow 10.10.30.0/24, essentially allowing any device that's on my home network to be able to access the service. We'll also go ahead and put in the Tailscale network here so that any device that's actually associated to my Tailscale network is able to get through just fine as well. Go ahead and hit save and head on back over to our proxy host. From here, we'll go ahead and select edit, and we'll swap out our access list from public to our Tailscale network. Go ahead and hit save, and you're all set to go. And because this rule lives in the proxy layer, it works for any service behind Nginx Proxy Manager, not just Uptime Kuma. Here's the proof. This IP only exists on my home network. So without a VPN, it fails, which is exactly what we want to see. As soon as I connect to the VPN, that same request works instantly. And that's it. Now your Homelab only works when you're on your home network or connected to your VPN. Personally, I run almost everything through this setup now. Monitoring dashboards, internal tools, basically anything that doesn't need to be public. But I'm curious, how are you securing your Homelab? Are you using something like Tailscale, WireGuard, Cloudflare tunnels, or are you locking things down with a reverse proxy? Let me know down in the comments below, because I'm always interested to know what you guys are doing with your own setups. And if you found this helpful or want to see more tutorials like this, make sure to like this video and subscribe to follow for more. I've got a lot more coming. We'll see you in the next one.